Hey everyone, it's Mario. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're slicing and dicing, so stick around. So I've been wanting a mandolin for a little while now, and there are some simple ones. Costco, for instance, has one on sale right now for 15 bucks that URHC had mentioned to me in my last video where I did the zucchini. But this one was 35 bucks, a little on the pricey side, but they had an identical one from another badge brand for 45, and there's no difference between the two, so I grabbed these. Another thing that URHC mentioned to me was get yourself a set of cut resistant gloves. He goes, you will cut yourself. So I took him at his word, and I picked up a set of these. These were 10 bucks for 2 pairs, or 8 bucks for 2 pairs, I think. So let's get unboxing. So as you can see, there's different you know, slice and dice and wavy fry type looks, you know, for veggies, and today we're going to slice up a couple of things here and see how it turns out. I will say this is a lot bigger than I thought it was, and I did not realize that till I made a trip to Costco yesterday, because it's tax-free weekend here in Massachusetts, and I saw it and I go, wow, that is actually pretty big. Alright, so here, this is what holds the veggies or whatever it is you put in place to slice. Basically the idea is you stick, you know, the veggie here, and these little pins hold it in place, and as you cut up and down, this tends to go down, 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 down until you're out. And this is the base that attaches to, so you do a good job slicing it, I guess. And it seems to flip out of the way. We'll have to see if it's detachable. This also has some grips on it right here to hold on to whatever you're working on. So if you're using a long flat piece, like maybe a zucchini or cucumber, and you're cutting it the long way. And here you have 2 different types of blades. So this kind of sits where it is. You flip this open, you change the blade orientation, you pull this out a little bit, and it flips. So now you got that looks like that cheese grater effect right there, you know, the squiggly lines. And again, now you have, flip this the other way, now you have the straight blade. On the side here, there are different depths of cuts, and they show you little pictures of what it may look like if you do that. So right now it's on the lock setting, which means you're not going to cut yourself. You pull out the handle, you turn it, and as you turn it, it lowers this bed here. So you can see that bed go up and down. And that's your thickness of the cut. Now the really thick cuts, I would say that'd be great, you know, cutting maybe some thick tomatoes for burgers or something like that. And the other thing you have here is this circle, and this is how fine you want them cut. So if you notice, this is on the blank right now, the solid color, and there are no blades showing. If I move this over one spot, you'll see a single set of blades raised up. So if you look there, that's probably, if I was to guess, like 3/8 of an inch. I could be wrong about that. And if you move it over one more, what you'll start to see is a second set of blades come up. Now you got half that distance in there, and I'm thinking that would be good. As you know, I've used potato puffs as makeshift hash browns. I would love to use this to make either some shoestring fries or hash browns, or even slice and dice onions, you know, instead of using the knife, things of that nature. So I'm gonna wash this and we're gonna get started. So first, let's get a good prep and work surface. This is that bamboo work surface that I did a video on earlier. I will post a video link in the description. This is really nice. One thing I realized while cleaning this is, if you notice, I'm moving this right now and the blades will go up and down on the top. But as soon as you put this in the lock position, you see there's a little lock position, this lever doesn't do anything. So it's actually a good safety feature. And the blade is below the surface. So I'm going to flip out the leg underneath, and that'll put it up on its stand, like so. And this right here locks in the back. So if I turn this on the side, once you put this on, you cannot lift it off. You have to back this up all the way. So put that there. So first things first, I'm going to do just a straight edge cut. And the reason why is I want to walk through the simplicity of it all. And I'm just going to raise the blade to position number 2, or maybe even 3, to make some just flat chips with this potato. I'm going to freestyle it here. And that actually made pretty good quick work of that. And that was actually nice to be able to do that. Okay, next thing I'm going to do with the potato is I'm going to use the number 1 position, which shows a crisscross pattern. And I'm going to flip this blade now to that uneven edge there. Flip this back over. And since I'm doing this the tall way, using this, if I was to slide this on right here, it's more of a, I don't know, I want to say a nuisance right now to do it. It doesn't work out well, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some of those, what we call around here the Dublin Fries, where I'm going to, we're not going to lift these blades here. I'm going to put the potato on top. I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to spin the potato 45 degrees and cut it again. And after the first cut, you'll see those marks it used to. So I'm going to go down, pull it back, turn it maybe 45 to 90 degrees, go down again, pull it back, turn, turn. I can't work this fast with my crinkle, that's for sure. My crinkle knife. Let's take a quick look to see how that looks. I think I can turn them a little bit more to get more of a crosshatch out of them. So let's do that. And as you can see, there's a cross hatch. You can almost see through the potato right now. So let's do a little bit of shredding here. So I'm going to turn both of the blades up, and I am going to turn this way. So this will do a lot of shreds for maybe if I want to do if I want to make hash browns. So I'm just going to hold this and go down. That first one I didn't give it enough oomph, so let's go back. It was a little rocky to start, and there's a little chewed up fry. Let's take a look. This would also be great, thinking of this, if I was going to make a coleslaw and get the cabbage in here to do those fine shreds. Look at that. Those fine shreds I got out of that. That's really nice. You know what I would love to do with that too? Is shoestring fries. Or shoestring onion rings. I like the thin onion rings. So this won't fit in there sideways. But let's I'm gonna take the advice of Mr. UHRC, and I'm gonna put one of those cut resistant gloves, and I'm gonna works much easier with that jig. Look at that. How awesome that is. That's gonna make awesome hash browns this morning. Or any time for that matter. This would also be good. I used to like putting fries and onion rings on top of burgers. Well, I still do. But this would be awesome to do that. So I'm going to make a slightly deeper cut here, just to get bigger shreds to see how that looks. And that's actually harder. This is where I could end up hurting myself. Look at that. That's awesome. This 3-inch onion here, or it's probably about that. This is what I use to make that burger wrapped in cheddar and bacon. These are those huge ones. These are perfect for that. And I know I had mentioned earlier that I wish I had a second onion. Unfortunately, I ended up using the other one already. Now this onion may in fact be too wide for this platform. But first thing I want to do is cut a wide onion ring. So let's slide this back out of the way. Not a wide onion ring. It's going to be a thin, but it's wide as far as this goes. And I am going to put that at about 3. I'm just going to hit this a few times. There you go. Those are thin onion rings. Let's get some a little bit thicker. I'm going to lower the blade even more. And for this, I am going to put on the glove. I'll tell you, that's nice. I'm going to make some onion rings there too. What if I want to, I mean, I chop my onions for my sauce, but what if I wanted to actually use this to do it? Now, I don't know if I necessarily need to make them super thin, so I'll just go with one blade. We'll lock that in place. A little fidgety, but it's probably normal. And I'm gonna raise this to a number 3. And this right here cannot go down over it, so I'm gonna slide this off. I'm gonna get this attachment here, put it on top, and it does have teeth. And let's just go over it. And I did it once. I want to see what this looks like underneath. And as you can see, just like the potatoes, it chopped it up. Got all those fine chop. Good if you're gonna chop a lot of onions, you know, like when I make my breakfast bowls, and get the green peppers. Okay, got another zucchini. I first got this idea from URHC. He did it on his site, and he I guess deep fried them, but I did them in the air fryer and they actually came out really good. So I'm going to set this to a level of 3, and I'm not going to crisscross them because this is kind of I'm going to go a little slower here. I could probably get one more out of this. Throw that away. Made some nice headway out of those zucchinis. And the last thing is I'm going to go a long way. Now there is some flex in this unit. Let me chop the end off that. I should have probably did that to begin with. Again, I'm not practicing good safety, I'm guessing, and someone's going to call me out on this. I could have went a little thinner with these if I wanted to, but that's okay. I think that'll be a nice ratio there. Nice and thin. And I'm just going to knock that last piece out of there. Gonna raise the blade flush into its safety position. Yeah, again, some of those zucchini. Let's get this out of the way and let's start prepping some food. Okay, let's get started. As far as the potatoes go, I am gonna add some olive oil, not much. And the shredded potatoes, I am gonna add some. You know, as much as I like these grinders, I'm finding something. Since I'm hand grinding it and I'm thinking, you know, okay, I gotta put so much salt, and I say, oh, that's plenty of salt. I've been finding I've not been putting enough, because it actually takes quite a bit of grinding to get a quarter tablespoon or a teaspoon out of this. So I may actually buy some pink Himalayan salt already ground up, so I could just shake it on like I used to do. Some fresh pepper on there. Now in here I do have two kinds of, I have the shoestring, and then I have the fine ones that I was going to use for like a hash brown. Gonna get some granulated garlic on there. And I don't know why, but I'm actually going to put some parsley flakes on there. Normally I would do that to like a baked potato or something, but I just picked some up. I'll throw some of that on. Not a lot. I'm going to put some on here too while I'm at it. I think the shaker side is a little too problematic here, so I'll just do it that way. Let's stir this up. I did soak and rinse these. The shoestring is really hard to dry out, so just kind of lay them out, some paper towels out and sit on top for it to drain out. For these are so fine, I wouldn't see a reason why you couldn't use a salad spinner either. I have one downstairs, but this kitchen is crowded as it is, so it's downstairs in the box. Only been used maybe twice. Alright, I think we're doing good here. I think what I'm going to do now is take the cutting board out of the way. Okay, let's spray this pan. Get some of these thin sliced potatoes in there. And we'll get these in the air fryer. .400. I am going to set this for 12 minutes. I'll set a separate timer on 6 so I do not forget. Crack an egg. This is going to be for zucchini and the onion rings. Get some salt and pepper in there. Might need another egg in there. That looks good. Need some flour. I'm going to use the shaker bowl today instead of going slow at it. This is some of the breading I have left over from last time. I had it in the freezer. This is equal parts of Italian style breadcrumbs, panko, and grated cheese. Might need to mix up a little bit more. So what are we going to do here? we're gonna put these in flour, these chips here. I'll keep these out for now. I got a lot going on. Silly me. Get this right here. And that's what we're gonna use to put all this on when we're doing it. Originally didn't mean to do the whole zucchini because I already did a video on that, but I got a little carried away with the slicer. You know how that can be. But that's okay. These zucchini strips turned out to be really good, and I'm glad I made them. I'm glad it was on another video I saw, which I posted earlier. Alright, let's get these all breaded up. I'll start sticking these in here. Potatoes still have a bit to go, so checking on that a little bit. Now, I haven't made onion rings in a while, and I could finish the rest of this zucchini here, you know, the longer strips, but I'm going to do some of the onion rings. Like I said, last time I made them, I felt there was too much work for what it was, but now with the slicer here, you know, I might change my mind on that. Definitely going to need more breading. Okay, let's check these fries. Those look pretty good. Get those back in there. I'm also going to start preheating the Breville. Get some more panko in there. Some more regular. Some more parm cheese. Add some salt and pepper to this as well. I know I have it in the egg, but just mix this up quick. And let's start with the onion rings now. Don't have a lot of onion rings, but that's okay. And the finely grated onions in there, they are not going to go to waste. I will use those to make a sauce later. I don't have any taste testers. They left. Let's clear a little air here. Okay, let's get these in the Breville. Temperature for these, I'm going to bring this down to 370. I wasn't paying attention when I preheated it, but that's okay. And we'll check these in about, you know, 7 minutes. Okay. Look at those crispy little chips. Let's get those in a bowl. Don't forget to unplug the air fryer, folks. Now I know the Mandoline isn't going to make the fries taste better, but if I can get a consistent cut or shred or whatever I'm doing dicing, they should all come out the same. There won't be some more cooked than others. Give those a little bit of a shake. These are nice and thin. Just more of a potato chip or chips. And I can do them thicker if I so choose. Very good. Good call on the parsley too. Believe it or not. A little ketchup. Let's start on the hash brown type shoestring fries next. I'm going to use some Sang stir fry oil for this. Okay, let's check these out. Those look good for the first side, that's for sure. I should have probably sprayed these when I put them on here. Obviously zucchini plain would be better for me. However, if for me to eat the zucchini I have to air fry it, well, I'm good with that. Used to like green vegetables when I was a kid, and then my taste changed. Get a little bit of oil on there. Now, let's get this back in the oven. And I'm going to bring the timer down to about 5 minutes. There is plenty of oil on the shoestring fries itself, but I want some in the pan. And it's flowing pretty good, so let's get started. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm going to let this sit for a minute, let it brown up, and then I'll turn it. Alright, that was another 5 minutes, so 11 minutes total. Let's take a look. And those look good. Alright, time to try an onion ring. Let's try this one and this one. 2 different sizes. Try the zucchini. You know, I'm really liking the zucchini. Let me shut that noise off. Sometimes you're immune to the noises that are around you when you're doing that. That one was good. Ha! Zucchini end. And the onion ring. I'm not a fan of the zesty sauce for onion rings. That's one thing I've never acquired a taste for. Ketchup, on the other hand, that's a different story. Alright. Let's get back to the hash browns. Okay, let's get these off the pan. That sang oil adds a little bit extra. I can't use a spoon or fork. This is finger food. So we use the mandolin to chop things a few different ways. Everything turned out great, as it usually would. It's just the ease. If you're slicing up a lot of something, the mandolin's a good way to do it. I'm going to keep the onions for later today to make a sauce. And some of the extra zucchini I'm going to keep aside, and I'm going to cook those later as well. So unfortunately, there was an incident in the kitchen earlier. Something did not survive. This was another teach me moment. As I mentioned, remember that time I didn't attach the pan right? You know, I had the video and I dropped it and I broke it. I shouldn't have thrown away the pan. I never would have, but I want to make room. I slipped up again with the pan. Whack, boom, bang. And that pan did not make it. Air fryer still turns on. However, there's a massive dent in the bottom. Not a big deal, but the front cover now binds because the front broke off. And that was the one piece, the plastic facial on it was good on the other one. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. I did buy the extended warranty, no hassle kind of thing from Square Trade. We'll see how they treat me, if they stand by their guarantees or not, because I think it's one of those, you know, no fault type warranties. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put out a new video. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Take care. Zucchini.